Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mora Lizzie. You can as well call me Ijele. So first and foremost, let me thank all my subscribers, those that have viewed, liked and shared my video in any way, and those people that subscribed to my channel. I say thank you all and may God bless you all. So for people that are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you will be the first set of people that get notification whenever I drop a new video. And please leave me the I have subscribed comment in my description box or in my comment section so that I will give you my special shout out or special thanks. So for the people that left me and I have a subscribed comment, they are Ngakula Amakugo, Afia Peace, Ijoma Pat, Pearl Christopher, Chika Charity, and Loretta Ebele. I see you guys. I say thank you and may God bless you all. Stay tuned to this channel so that you will always enjoy my videos. So for today's video, the people on my hot seat is another BBN season 5 lockdown edition ship. But before I proceed into it, let me quickly address some issues from the last video on ozone, dark side of ozone ship. So on my last video, I had a lot of funny comments in my comment section, and those comments made me to laugh. I don't blame any of you. I actually blame it on your zodiac signs because that is the way you people are. Most of you are fixed. Most of you are from the fixed zodiac sign and will hardly shift their perspective or the way they view things so that they can have another perception or another view to an issue. So even if you meet this set of people in real life, you will notice that they don't change their views and they don't even accept change. They are fixed in the way they think. So I don't blame any of you. I blame it on their zodiac sign. Funny enough, most of them didn't even watch the video. They started, saying all sorts of things and sending funny comments in my comment section. But my advice to them all is that they should learn that pointing out a dark side in a relationship will actually make the relationship to work or create an awareness to the inmates of that ship or that relationship so that they will be self-aware and make conscious effort to help themselves or to make their relationship work. And that video too will also help people that are already married or already in a relationship from that zodiac sign, as that Leo and Capricorn combination of Ozo and Nengi. People that are in relationships that are born in that zodiac sign that are in relationship with that combination, Leo Capricorn combination, will learn a lot from knowing the dark side of their spouse or their husband or wife or people that are in relationship with, so that it will help them to know how to navigate around them, or people that are not married yet that are probably dating or wanting to get into that kind of marriage should avoid entirely or totally if it will not work, or if you are not ready to put in the work or put in the effort that is needed to sail that relationship perfectly. So pointing out the dark side of a relationship on the onset of a relationship is like, there's one thing I normally do when my kids want to go and play, or especially football, or play in a certain area. Before they tell me we are going to play, I normally walk inside that arena or inside that football pitch before them. When I get there, I will start looking out for sharp objects or items that may hurt them. I will pick nails, sticks, things that will potentially hurt those kids because I am the adult around. Things that will eventually hurt them. I will pick them out. Before I will now give them the go ahead. Okay, you guys can now go and play. Nothing stops me from leaving those nails and broken bottles on that arena or football pitch and pray for them and tell them that God will protect all of you and send them there. They will come out with injured feet. God has given us common sense. A lot of people went to my inbox and telling me that we are nothing but pencils in the hand of the Creator, that is the Creator that makes the marriage last and relationship to work. If you do not put in an effort or a lot of work in your relationship, it is not going anywhere. A lot of people that are in the courtroom for divorce pray every time and every hour of the day. And God loves them as much as they love you. As much as He loves all of us. Making your relationship work has the prayer part of it and has the work aspect of it, the practical aspect of it, which you will follow to make your relationship sail perfectly. So, pointing out the dark side of a relationship is like a mother moving into a football field before her children to pick out harmful objects like nails, sharp objects like broken bottles and all that, so that they will not potentially harm her children. That is what pointing out a dark side of people does to help people. My zodiac sign, whenever I see the article of my zodiac sign, I always move to the dark side so that I will know what I normally bring onto the table without knowing. The dangers that it potentially brings to my relationships. Then, how do I walk around it to make myself a better person? Because they are adults. Human beings are adults. You don't tell an adult who to marry or who not to marry, or who to be with or who not to be with. You can only point out their dark side for them so that they will work for it. If they want a relationship, if they want that relationship to last longer. So pointing out the dark side of a relationship is actually a plus for that relationship. It's actually a help for that relationship. Else, 2 years, 3 years, news, tabloid, whatever will be fueled with a lot of issues and drama. And before you say jack, they are heading to the courtroom. So, helping you to point out the dark side of yourself or your partner will actually help you to know that this partner of mine has the potential of being like this. So, what will I do not to match on his or her tools or potentially make them to bring out these nasty parts of themselves? Because as far as I know, every zodiac sign has their strength and their weakness. Everybody has their good side or their dark side, or their shadow side or their weakness or their not so good side. So there is nobody that is perfect. So pointing out your dark side for you helps you to know what your natural tendencies are and help you to curb it. So back to the main reason of the video. On my hot seat today is another sheep from the BBN Season 5 Lockdown Edition. This sheep has 2 BBN Season 5 finalists in it. This sheep, the inmates of this sheep acted like Bonnie and Clyde for us for the semi-housemates when they effortlessly made the semi-finalists to take them to the final without, as in hitch-free, without problems. This sheep is no other than NEO-VEE sheep. So, who are the inmates of the NEO-VEE sheep? The inmates of the NEO-VEE sheep are Neo Afubere, born on the 1st of July and Victoria Adeleye, born popularly called V, born on the 19th of August. Neo, being born on 1st of July, makes him a Cancer personality. While being born on the 1st of July makes him a Cancer personality. While V, being born on the 19th of August, makes her a cusper. She was born on the transition stage when Leo is almost about to leave and Virgo is entering. However, generally she is a Leo personality, but she is prone or capable of having some Virgo traits in her. So, her Virgo aspect makes her to come off as overly calculating and somewhat stingy. That is what the influence of Virgo on V. So, this reflected when her Ghanaian friends visited her in a hotel room. V abandoned every gift that was given to her, because those gifts were not somewhat expensive. They were just minor little gifts, though given from the heart, but they gave it to a Virgo personality who comes off always calculating and equating money to everything given to them. That is a Virgo personality for you. Whatever you give a Virgo personality, they look for the monetary equivalent of it to know whether it has substance or not. So after calculating the stuffs they gave V, V got annoyed and abandoned her Ghanaian friends with their gifts in a hotel. She left those gifts without touching them. That is the Virgo aspect of her. However, being unapologetic about it is her Leo personality. Leos have pride and are always unapologetic. So now, what are those traits about these inmates of this ship that potentially has the power to wreck the neovee ship as a Cancer-Leo combination? 1. The Cancer, which is Neo, generally has this extreme care. They normally show care to their loved ones. They are nurturing, sensitive, emotional. They always have this tendency to make their partner comfortable and happy. They are always ready to render help to people that seek their help. So, for the famous pant washing saga about Neo, of which he debunked, or he said that he only rinsed, I am not coming from the point of whether he actually washed it or he didn't wash it. I'm coming from the point that Cancers naturally are domesticated and always have this tendency to help their partner in everything, including doing some house chores. It is their natural tendency. Then they are always willing to render help to their partner. So it is not from a controlling point of view, because a lot of people felt that V is controlling Neo. No. Neo is coming from his natural tendency of being a Cancer to help V. And then they have this natural way of always making sure that the home front is neat. Cancers do not entertain dirtiness or dirty clothes lying on the floor. Bodily, they will dress super well. It is a Cancer tendency, and they want their house or their room to be always neat and well arranged. If they see any dirty clothes lying on the floor, they will wash it themselves. So it is not coming from the point of V controlling Neo or Neo controlling V. They are just overly nurturing and helpful. But this aspect of him is what makes him the Cancer that he is. So V, who is a Leo, might take overly advantage of this personality, because Leos do not want to do anything, and they mostly appear irresponsible until they start having children. So these traits may likely disturb the neovee sheep. On one hand is the Cancer that wants the home front very neat. On one hand is the Leo that doesn't want to do anything. Then, secondly, Cancers are overprotective of their loved ones. They are quite overprotective because they are nurturing, they care for you, they do a lot of things, to make you comfortable. At some point, that overtly taking care of will turn to a controlling behavior, because they will start thinking that without them, you may not be able to do those things or survive. So they will start having this tendency to control you in everything you do, or wanting to tell you what to do and what not to do. And V, on the other hand, is a Leo, which is Leos are very stubborn, highly opinionated, and they don't want you to tell them what to do. So V will not allow Neo to take charge or control her, or making her look like she as in she's under him. Do you understand? So Leos are naturally blunt, loud, competitive in everything they do, calculating and bitter when they lose. So they will not allow the overly protective Cancer to come with his or her too much modern tendency to control and to protect. So that threat is potential of wrecking the neovee sheep. Secondly, Cancers are overly emotional. When I mean overly emotional, they are too sensitive, they are too emotional in everything they do. At the surface, they seem normal, but underneath is a pile of emotion, always ready to bubble up and flare. That is the Cancer personality for you. So, on the other hand is V, who is a Leo personality, and Leos are very insensitive. This reflected in the life of V. Many times in the house, she passes insensitive comments. Because of this, she cannot be able to handle the overly sensitive Cancer. She passed a lot of insensitive comments in the house. She might not necessarily mean it that way, but it comes off insensitive to some people, especially all the water signs, including Cancer. This reflected in the house when Lakon asked V what the evicted housemates might be doing at the moment. V answered, okay, they called many names. When it got to Katrina, V said Katrina might be fucking her numerous boyfriends. It is an insensitive comment coming from a Leo. She might not mean it that way, or she might not, mean what she said, but that comment is insensitive. And the person she talked about, or she was telling it to, will never forget it, depending on their zodiac sign. A Scorpio, which is Lakon, will always remember that comment. And Cancers don't do well with insensitive comments, harsh words or insensitive comments. This in return will make the Cancer to start cutting communication always, just to protect his heart. If V continues to say harsh words, Neo will cut off communication from her as a Cancer personality. That is how Cancers deal with harsh words. They will cut off communication immediately. And this is capable of disturbing or wrecking the ozone sheep. The neovee sheep. Then, third, Cancers are not social. they are not the very social type. They don't keep too much of friends. Their circle is always small. However, they keep friends that have similarities with them or same lifestyle with them. It is not an accident that Leo blended so much with Ozo in the house, because Ozo has his rising in Cancer. So both of them has a lot of things similar. Ozo's rising tallies with Neo's core personality. That is why you always see them working together hand in hand, because they understand each other and their personalities look alike in terms of Ozo's rising and Neo's core personality. Neo too is attracted to Nengi's Capricorn personality, because Cancers and Capricorn has some things in common at some certain degrees. So this makes them to be friends without problem. Neo, Ozo, and Nengi has many things in common from their zodiac sign. That is why they blend hitch-free and problem-free, because of that Cancer and Capricorn combination. They love the home front, they love their things neatly placed, and they have a lot of things in common. So that is why Neo appears to be always around Ozo and some part of Nengi, because of their similarities. On the other hand, V is a Leo personality. They keep a lot of friends. They keep a lot of friends, and they can entertain friends even at midnight. So this, and the Cancer does not want to attend to a lot of friends or entertain a lot of friends, especially at the home front. They do not want to entertain a lot of friends in their home. Cancers do not want it. So while the other one wants large amounts of friends or group of friends, the other one does not entertain friends. So this trait, if not made and conscious effort is made, will wreck the neovee ship. Fourth, Leos are insecure on the inside, but confident on the outside. Many occasions I have repeated this. Leos appear very confident on the outside, but quite insecure on the inside. And this will always make them to always seek for reassurance from their partner or their spouse. This constant reassurance is just to make them feel less insecure and feel okay in the relationship. Because the more you tell them, okay, I love you, you are my number one person, you are my favorite person, it makes them feel good without doubt and reduces the amount of insecurity they have to battle with. However, what it does to a Cancer personality is that it makes the Cancer personality feels inadequate, or feels not loved, or feels not okay in the relationship, because you constantly ask for what he or she is showing you every day, that they love you. They do it in form of doing housework for you, cooking for you, doing all the act of service, yet you keep asking, do you love me? So what he will do in return, it will make the Cancer personality to seek for emotional stability, or seek for where they are being loved, where they think that they are being loved elsewhere, outside the ship or outside the relationship. Because that constant asking of reassurance puts the Cancer off. Cancers loves to be in a relationship where they feel overly loved and appreciated for all the efforts they put in to protect and care for you. So this trait has the potential to wreck the neovee ship, unless self-awareness and conscious effort is being made. Fifth, Leos are competitive with everything. Even in relationship, they are competitive with their spouse, they are competitive with their friends. Every little thing, Leos always compare their life with someone else's life. This reflected in the life of V so much in the house. She showed a lot of competition, bitterness. Leos are always bitter. They always gang up. They always compete. They compete even with their own spouse, even with their own husband. So when their spouse or this person that is in the same ship with them, or person that is in the relationship with them, does well, especially financially more than them, there is problem. Leos compete even with their friends, even with their loved ones, even with their spouse. This reflected in the life of V many times in the house. One, during the Indomie task, when NEO was winning a lot of money on that fateful day, V faced, it was written all over her face, she was so angry and bitter. Excuse me. On many occasions too, especially when Ozo, who is V's friend, perceived as V's friend, won the innocent car, V could not hide her bitterness. V was bitter, visibly bitter. She said a lot of things at the moment, very insensitive comments. She said it is good for somebody to buy their car with their own money. A lot of things she showed that she's seriously bitter for Ozo winning that car. Don't blame V. Blame it on her zodiac sign. They are always bitter when their friends or their loved ones, including their husband or their spouse or whatever, or fiancé, is doing well more than them. This and the Cancer will not like that kind of insensitivity or passing that kind of insensitive comments when he is winning or she is winning, and his spouse will not be happy for him or her. It's actually a threat that will potentially destroy the NEO ship. That bitterness, that showing of that you can't be happy for people when they are winning, is actually a very terrible trait of a Leo personality that needs so much work to be done, so much self-awareness and conscious effortness to be put in place. Else, this trait has a serious potential of destroying the NEO-V ship. So, this is it for the NEO-V ship. The only trait that is still keeping this NEO-V ship for now is both of them loves to stay relevant. So that is what is still keeping the NEO-V ship. Unless self-awareness and conscious effort, when I mean conscious effort, I mean knowing that you have a flaw and doing everything within your powers to know that this is my flaw, this is my weak point, I am going to work towards making myself a better person. That is what pointing out the dark side of a person does. Example, when it's said that a Scorpio is vengeful, it doesn't mean that you cannot marry a Scorpio or you cannot be in relationship with a Scorpio. It means that whatever you do to a Scorpio, they want to take revenge. That is what makes them feel better. So, what the Scorpio will do is, okay, now it's obvious that my dark side is wanting to take revenge. What do I do to be a better person? What do I do to reduce the want to take revenge? The first step is knowing that you have the problem. Being aware of the problem is the first step to walk around that problem. So you tell yourself consciously when the urge comes that I'm not gonna take this revenge. I want to be a better person. I'm not gonna do anything. Let me forgive and forget. Make conscious efforts. Else, you will find yourself going back to taking revenge. Because your zodiac is your psychology, and your psychology is your zodiac. So, for NEO-VEE sheep, when it comes to compatibility, Cancers and Leos are not compatible. The Leo would drive the Cancer crazy by their insensitivity, because Cancers are overly sensitive, the most sensitive sign in the zodiac. They are very extremely sensitive, especially by your comments, your words. Is either your words make or mar a relationship with a Cancer. Whatever you tell them, they do not take the actions too serious like the words. When you tell a Cancer you are very stupid, in the next 5 years, you will hear, "You told me I am stupid." So, words make them feel good. Words make them feel bad. So, making a conscious effort, if you tell a Cancer, "Oh, you are the best thing that ever happened to me. You are such a sweet darling. Please, thank you for all that you have done for me." The Cancer will be overjoyed and double his or her efforts. Cancers are very easy to please. They are very sweet people. But at the back of that sweetness is a very sensitive and emotional man or woman. Very little thing puts them off. Very little things brings them to you. Learn how to treat them, pamper them like eggs, because of the way their emotions runs. They are ruled by the moon. Just the way the moon changes its phase, that is the way a Cancer behaves. Too happy this moment, too sad the next moment. So if you understand that their mood changes like the phase of the moon, there is nothing that you cannot get from a Cancer man or woman. Pamper them, show them so much love and affection, understand their moods, and that is the way you will go with the Cancer. Because they are passively aggressive too. If you think that you can bring madness on the table because they are sensitive and emotional, they will show you the real madness. So, for NEO-VEE sheep, they are not compatible. The Leos, the Cancer cannot handle the Leo. The Leo will drive the Cancer crazy. Unless self-awareness and conscious effort, serious conscious effort is being made. That is the only way NEO-VEE sheep will manage to sail, because Cancer and Leo are not compatible. The Cancer and the Leo cannot manage in a relationship. One is a fire sign, one is a water sign. Water and fire are not compatible. So, this is it for the NEO-VEE sheep. Please, I am open for consultation. Whoever you want to know about their behavior or their mindset or their, be it your intending spouse, you want somebody to know how somebody behaves or what that person can bring to the table in the next 5, 10 to 15 years in front or more than that, please hook me up on my email address, it will be in my description box, and my phone number. For the people that have reached out to me, thank you very much for believing in me, and do exactly as I have told you to do, and you will not have any reason to regret it. Like I always used to say, don't blame the individual, blame it on their zodiac signs, because that is the way they are born. Your zodiac is your psychology, and your psychology is your zodiac sign. Thank you.